I'm in flow, greatest story told. Watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. You know I'm a G, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. This finds Mitchell, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Hauled in by Downs. And gain before being brought down. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete out to the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Taylor again. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they could see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
From the gun, Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. They send a receiver in motion right. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the gun, here's Herbert. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. One's out and cut on the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Gay with the point after. And the Colts take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
He tries to sneak it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, seeing that in real time, I didn't know if they got enough. But credit that first to a tremendous effort, and secondly to know exactly what he needed to go get that extra yard.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Right up the gut. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. Back to the well again. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Throwing off the play fake here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Where offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 36. On target to Downs. And they'll make the stop up at the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. Touchdown, Indy! The Colts now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders. In a nice spot, 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down. give it to him again. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Got a man, Bowers has it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 19. We've got a screen to the running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pass play coming here. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good for a gain of 5. Charvarius Ward brings him down. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Setting up the running back screen. Still going inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Taylor makes the catch. This is ahead for about 5. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This finds Mitchell, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here. They go again with Taylor. Across the 45 and still going. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. This one finds Taylor.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. That was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Pass play now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He finds space for a few yards that time. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. We've reached the end of 3 in our...
The end of the third quarter with the score.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Complete out to the right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throw on 3rd down. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3. Let your kicker get some points and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Richardson now. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. They send a man in motion. Richardson now on 1st and 10. On target to his man Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second and 8. Catch made by Mitchell. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Taylor now up the middle. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Colts clinging to a 1-point lead. Second down now, 7 to go. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Slot man motioned over. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball
defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The kick is off the mark, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Kate, they had a chance to take a field goal out of the picture, and I don't know how I can quantify this other than hope. Now you've provided hope for that opponent because they know just get themselves into range and they can take care of business on their end.
DJ Chark there for the catch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Handoff on second and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He'll look to throw it. Oh, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they stop. He gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Offense to the line for second down. Handoff to the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they can rip that ball away from you too. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record.